Episode 5 of The Wolf Among Us, entitled Cry Wolf, is here. It is the final episode of Season 1, hopefully Season 1, hopefully we get a Season 2, and I am super excited to talk about it because I just could not wait for this season finale. I am a huge fan of the series. You know what? I'm liking it more than I'm liking Walking Dead right now. So, hey, I love the series. I love the noir aspect, the detective feel, all that. I just love the characters. I could not wait for this episode. So, what did I think of Cry Wolf? Let's talk about it. The ending of episode 4 was just brilliant. It was such a really good, very noirish type ending. And in the beginning of this, it starts off right after that ending. And now Bigby Wolf is facing off, literally facing off against the perpetrator, the man who has been killing all the Fables in Fabletown. And he has to take him and his minions, his hired minions, down once and for all. This episode has tons and tons of action. I mean, just so much. The beginning, you have a little bit of a conversation, then you have to fight off like 4 or 5 people that you fought off in the last few episodes, and it's epic. Then you have to chase down a car, which lasts around 3 or 4 minutes. Then you have some more conversation, of course, some of the great dialogue. Then you face off against one of the scariest looking just designs I've ever seen in a Telltale game, ever. You have to face off against a certain fable that has always scared me, always. It's just one of those fables that I just like, I'm not screwing with that fable, because that fable scares the shizzle out of me. Then you get a lot more of the conversation stuff, and you just get a lot of build-up, a lot of tension, a lot of twists and turns here and there. They just cram a lot in this 90-minute episode, this 90-minute season finale. This actually only took me around 82 minutes to beat, but you know what? I don't even care. They crammed so much into that 82 minutes. I have to just tip my hat off to Telltale. You made it probably the shortest episode I've played, but you made it one of the most interesting, one of the most just challenging moral decision wise, and just one of the most suspenseful episodes I've ever seen from any of your series. I just thought it was fantastic. This was truly an astonishing episode, and what a way to end it off. And while the ending is a cliffhanger, which I know a lot of people aren't going to be very happy about, it's still one of those cliffhangers kind of like Inception, where you just talk to a bunch of friends about and go like and interpret it in a bunch of different ways. And just like Inception, if there is no season 2, I will be upset, but I won't be upset because I want answers for the cliffhanger. It's more like, hey, I'll just be upset because I want to see these characters some more. Inception didn't need a sequel because its ending, while it was a cliffhanger, you could still interpret it in your own ways, so you can actually come up with your own ending. And I mean, it wasn't very hard. It's either the top fell down or it kept spinning, whatever. But in this Wolf Among Us, you can just go like, oh, could it be this, or could it be this, or could it be this? If there is no season 2, I will be so upset. But still, I won't be upset because they won't be able to answer this question. I'll just be upset because I need more Wolf Among Us in my life. Anyway, it's a great episode, one of the shortest, but one of the most satisfying, with a ton of action, a ton of resolution, just some really great characters that come into fruition here. The only problem I have is that Snow White doesn't really appear too much in this episode, which I thought was kind of lame. Snow White is a major character, probably the second biggest character in this, right beside Bigby Wolf, and she's not in it too much, which really kind of sucks. But for the most part, I cannot wait until season 2 if it does happen, and I just couldn't wait to play this over again, which I think I'm actually going to go play it over right now again, because I love this episode, and I love this series. This episode just has everything. It has action, it has great dialogue, it has resolution, it has great characters, and an amazing ending. I love this episode. And guess what? I played this episode on PC, so I didn't have any problems with lag or just engine issues at all. So thank God for that, because I would have been pissed if I did. So there you go. There is my review for Cry Wolf. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and goodbye.
Done. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.